This is the Wilmington Standard Daily Update for Friday, November 28th, 2025. Rest in peace, Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom. Specialist Beckstrom, age 20, was shot and killed by Ramanallah Lakhanwal, a 29-year-old Afghan national who had been let into our country after helping the U.S. in Afghanistan. While Mr. Lakhanwal's immigration and vetting status are somewhat murky at the moment, what we do know is that he got into his vehicle in Bellingham, Washington, drove across the country to our nation's capital, and there targeted the National Guard deployed in Washington, D.C. Specialist Beckstrom, Staff Sgt Andrew Wolfe, the other seriously wounded Guard member, and others are in Washington, D.C. doing their duty because Democrat policies continue to embolden criminals. Except for the most extreme of charges, judges in D.C. are under no legal compunction to hold anyone pre-trial, allowing those charged with crimes to go free in a matter of hours. According to the D.C. Justice Lab, an organization that advocates for cashless bail, 90% of those arrested in our nation's capital are released before their trials without having to post bail. While the mainstream media was righteously declaring that crime was going down anyway, none of the reported statistics included the increase in serious juvenile crimes. At the same time, Metro Police reported that their force was down several hundred officers, mostly in response to budget cuts, which prevent the investigation and arrest in any but the most serious of cases. In short, the National Guard is putting their lives on the line because Democrats cannot govern and keep their people safe. They refuse to train and put more police on the job, so the criminals own the streets. When the reduced police force does catch an accused criminal, they are released almost right away. If they are brought to trial, according to the Heritage Foundation, judges on the D.C. Superior Court are now so anesthetized to chronic crime that they hand out lenient sentences to repeat and violent defendants. That is what killed Specialist Beckstrom. That is why Staff Sergeant Wolfe is fighting for his life in a D.C. hospital. While Mr. Lakhanwal pulled the trigger, it was the liberal left in Washington, D.C. that aimed the weapon. This past November, because Republican voters did not show up to the polls, Wilmington is now governed entirely by Democrats. For the Wilmington Standard, I'm Reuel Sample. Thanks for listening.